Well, good afternoon. Steve Thompson, Thompson Family Motors. I'm here with Randy Mercer. He just got done doing a Randyization on this 1975 Ford Ltd Brougham. And I will tell you, I love the big cars, as everybody knows, and this thing here is just amazing. It's got a couple imperfections, as they did. Water would lay down here in this filler, and we were actually going to take it to the body shop, but I just as soon let somebody decide how they best want to fit it, because underneath the vehicle, all the bolts, it was undercoated when it was brand new, and we always try to preserve authenticity because I want to make sure everything's as it should be. But I was fortunate enough, a good friend of mine ran across this car last weekend at a impromptu car show, and the guy that owned this thing, he had spent his time and fun with it, and he moved on to another project. He's an old car lover like myself. But I will tell you, impressive. I don't believe I've had one that, what's this got, Randy? 64,000 miles on it? Yeah, we'll know here in a minute. We're going to do a drive here now. But this is an Ltd Brougham, 1975 Ltd Brougham. A few little minor things. There's a scratch there, very minor. There is absolutely no rust on this vehicle. 60 what? 69,400 miles. The guy has just went through the brakes. He's got brand new wheel cylinders, brake shoes. I've actually got a list in there on my desk of everything that was done at 67,000 miles. But he went through those. Front brakes, had the rotors machined. He put these brand new, and I'd still like to know how he found Firestone white walls, but tires and everything. Randy, would you pop the hood so I can get to that point? Now, this friend of mine who found this car told the seller that I probably was going to have a fit and not want, Randy will get the hood for me there, because I like keeping things absolutely original the way they were born. And I was just having a fit. Under the hood here, of course, you can see the chrome breather. And it's got, this is an AC car. It's got a 4-core radiator in it. This is a 400 engine, which I really like those. If you can't have 460, 400 is the next best thing. But he put on a GM HEI conversion kit on this. Well, I immediately made up my mind, once I went down and looked at the car, that as soon as I got back to Senecaville, Ohio, the original breather and all that stuff's in the trunk, that I was going to get rid of that HEI system. But I will tell you, as soon as I started the car and realized the difference, because you got that hotter spark, this thing runs and drives absolutely fabulous. And I mean, it starts right now, no hesitation. He did put a brand new Holley carburetor on there, and I've never been a huge fan, but yes, it's perfect. This thing starts, drives, everything just absolutely beautiful. And I will have some pictures on our website of the underbelly, which is just fantastic. The only thing that I did not like, but it was just their preference, they had new dual exhaust put on it, and with that new dual exhaust, they thought glass packs would be really cool on this car that should have never had glass packs. I called our shop. We were going to put the original type mufflers on. We have decided that what we're going to do is we're going to sell it with that. the next caretaker of this vehicle can decide what kind of exhaust they want on it. And I'm about out of battery, so I'm going to change out this battery and be right back with you, and we'll do a drive on it. Okay, and we're back as long as the battery on this thing holds up. Look at this interior, absolutely beautiful. Absolute beautiful interior. Oh yeah, seats, just everything. This car, the headliner, dashboard. He had added a temperature gauge, and the ashtray is in the trunk along with the breather and the original carburetor and stuff. And I'm having a bad battery day. This battery here is about ready to dump itself. Well, go ahead and start it up, Randy. While we've got, at least everybody can hear us start it up. Oh, heck with it. Let's just see where we can go. Yeah, it sounds like a race car there. Every time we get in one of these things,
you know what? The people didn't wear them.
Oh, I know. It's a pain in the ass.
Yes, it is. What do you think? Head out towards the...
Sure.
That way.
Yep.
We got
Yep. Just go to Seacrest Park.
Yeah. Or regular route.
But yes, this vehicle here just is smooth. It's just amazing the difference that ignition system. But like I said, it was hard for me to do, but we decided to leave that HEI. Just runs so nice, but everything's there. Only take you a few minutes to switch it back. The wiring was not chopped up under the hood. He just tapped into what he needed to make this work. And I came back 70 mile an hour up the highway, and it was straight as an arrow. The steering's beautiful. Coming back from the town of Beverly, the road is very windy, and I run 55 mile an hour around them curves, and she just hung right in there, just beautiful.
It definitely drives and rides great for 47 years old.
Yep. And let's say we don't have cruise control, but it does have tilt wheel air conditioning, and the clock works. This is something that we hardly ever see. The clock works. But yeah, it's an absolutely amazing car. And to find a Ltd two-door Brougham, because we researched the car to see what's out there, and they're did you even find a Brougham when you were looking?
No. Nope, I could not find a Brougham.
We could not find a Brougham in this particular model years out there for that anybody was willing to either part with or for sale or anything worth a nickel. And the Philco stereo does work. Okay, that's enough of that, so I don't get any copyright infringements. The windshield wipers work perfect, and the battery really is going to go dead here, folks. I do appreciate that, or apologize for that, and I do tend to get a little lengthy on them, so some of you folks might appreciate a short video. But anyway, as usual, we come to Seacrest Park, but it just literally, I don't care if you go around a corner, you don't get any hesitation, no problems with the carburetor. I mean, just absolutely, it just runs, and I mean, it runs good and strong. No smoke, doesn't burn any oil. The chase car that took me to Beverly, I had him get behind me when we got back on the rural route and let it idle. Got into it a little bit. Absolutely no smoke in this motor's good, solid and tight. Transmission shifts flawlessly.
Heat definitely works good in it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I do know that it's still got the R12 in it. It's a little bit short on R12. I think I know where I might be able to get a hold of a little bit to do that. Otherwise, the compressor's good, the system's good. we can't up that to 134, which is what should be done anyway. But the dash, absolutely no cracks in it. Just
Seats, carpeting, everything.
yeah,
Just
seats, carpeting, everything's just unbelievable. Boy, that sun is really. This video is probably not going to be one of our finer ones. But can you imagine this thing with a nice quiet exhaust on it, just floating down the road? I do like the color combination of the robin egg blue, or whatever they called it, sky blue, with the dark blue Landau top and the dark blue interior. But right there, I mean, we're cruising. Speed limit's 50 mile an hour, and Randy's right at 50. No bouncing of the speedometer or anything like that. We are very careful, and I'm a pain in the butt when I go to buy a vehicle, because I will look for any telltale signs of anybody fooling with odometer, stuff like that. When we sell these cars, we appreciate people's hard-earned money and buying something from us that they want because it's something they either had when they were a kid, but we want them to love them as much as we do, if not more. Anyway, Steve Thompson, Randy Mercer, Thompson Family Motors. Please go to our website, thompsonfamilymotors.com. Amy will have a bunch of pictures, including pictures of her underbelly, which I can assure you is just amazing. Thanks a lot. Have a safe day.